Are you making this number one mistake of subscription businesses in their cancellation mitigation process? If you've got an elaborate cancellation process, it's entirely possible that you are making this mistake and there are very negative outcomes that are about to happen, even if things look great right now. That and more on this episode of Be Unleavable Subscription Growth. Welcome to Be Unleavable Subscription Growth. I'm your host, Robert Skrob. Subscription businesses everywhere looking to mitigate their cancellations do some things that really are long-term failures, even though it may look like a short-term huge victory. And I'm going to talk about that, but first, hey, this is an adult conversation, and I'm about to step on some sacred cows or step on some toes as well, and that's going to hurt some people. But know that this is the truth from more than 20 years in this business, seeing these things implemented and seeing what happens down the road. The number one mistake subscription businesses make as part of their cancellation process is offering discounts. Here is a cancellation screen that I saw just recently, and you can see the current plan is $29, and what the subscription business is offering is a free 2 months plus priced at $16.41 a month. And this is a drop down. This is like the third drop down because it went from $29 to $19, and now it's free for 2 months as well as $19. There was also an offer in here to pause the subscription for 1, 3, or 6 months. Lots of things that I would fix or change, but nonetheless, the number one problem, the number one mistake we're going to talk about today is really this thing about discounting. Discounting for your subscribers that are canceling is a long-term disaster. I know, I get it. It looks like a huge victory. Anytime you can take somebody who's paying you nothing, which a cancellation is about to begin paying you nothing, and have them pay you something, feels like a massive victory. In this case, it's just over half the revenue that you would be generating from these subscribers. Heck, if you could turn somebody who is going to pay you $0 to pay you half the subscription price for what they were getting before, heck, that feels like a massive victory. You know, $0 averages a lot worse than half the revenue. And you can click along, your subscriber numbers look good, your paid numbers look great, and who knows, maybe this improves the valuation of your company because you have more paid subscribers. You can claim a lower churn rate, which allows you to, maybe have a different valuation. You can feel better about yourself because your churn rate is lower. And you know what? This looks like a victory in terms of cash flow. But this is a ticking time bomb disaster waiting to happen. I've seen this play out too many times, and even though I've had clients come and claim victory, they show me spreadsheets of how great this is, and then just a few months or maybe even a year or two later, they're calling because it's an absolute disaster, and we've got to fix this problem that they've created. Number one key problem is it teaches your subscribers that they can get a better price, simply by canceling. Hey, no, it's going to be found out. This isn't something that's going to be a secret. I get it. The first few months, it feels like a secret and it feels like a victory because, you know what, only a few people ever see it because they're part of this cancellation process. And guess what? We are lowering that churn rate and things look great. But no, it's going to get out. People are going to screenshot this, post it on social media, and folks are going to know that all you got to do is cancel and you get it for half the price. It's going to be out there. And you know what this is going to do is it's going to hurt your most loyal customers the most, because they're going to feel betrayed that you have been giving people who cancel a better deal than them. They're going to feel like chumps. Do you want to take your best customers, your most avid, loyal followers, the people who can't shut up about you and they're telling all their friends about you, and here all this time behind their back, you're giving these people who are canceling a better deal than they get? How are they going to feel? They're going to feel like they got ripped off. And there's no faster way to undermine the trust of your best subscribers, your most avid referrers and loyal members, by betraying their trust like this. It absolutely erodes confidence in your brand, and it will become large enough. What happens is, every month, the number of people who are paying half or paying some discounted rate. Hey, if yours is 10% off, it just means you haven't gotten this, this far yet. If you're only offering this once, it just means you haven't fully implemented this thing. It's coming. You're going to see, oh wow, this reduces our churn rate from by 0.1%, and so let's do this more. See if we can lower the churn rate by a whole percent, and that's going to help us feel better, because when we cash flow out our numbers, we're not going to include the drop downs. We're only going to include the lower churn rate, and that's going to make our forecast look better. And isn't that going to be fun? Look, I've seen this over and over again. This particular example is part of an email follow-up sequence where not only do they see this as part of the cancellation process, but then there's a follow-up email offering this, and it's so easy to forward that or post that email because now they've got a link that oh my goodness, this is a disaster waiting to happen that will erode everything you're trying to build in terms of community, in terms of following, in terms of loyal, a loyal tribe of members who love to refer you. And frankly, the little bit of money that you're generating isn't worth this. It's much better to have a real cancellation process that fixes this. This is just plain lazy. And so a real cancellation process has really got 5 parts. Number one, there allows people to cancel. Don't be bullying people, or hey, if somebody wants to cancel, let them cancel. And don't make a game out of it where you got to find it and click around or call customer service. Number one, that's illegal now, to force them to call. And number two, it's just bull. Make it easy and create a process that allows people who want to cancel. It will create trust, and it will create more long-term subscribers than all those games and BS that you want to play. Number two, this is very counterproductive, or counterintuitive, but offer an upsell as part of the cancellation process. It's insane. I get it, and a lot of people, really are like, you got to be kidding me. People are trying to cancel and go to zero, and you want to offer an upsell. Yes, it makes the most sense, and I've seen the upsells work better than actually the downsells. When you say, hey, if your chance, what we found is a lot of subscribers who cancel are canceling because they weren't getting this, and this, which, maybe they don't have time, maybe they didn't, and you can use this. Even this cancellation process was pretty smart because it asked for a reason that they're canceling, and then it presented, in this case, the downsell as a reason why they tailored to their reason why they were canceling. But you can do that same thing with an upsell. You don't have time to use the product, it's too expensive. Then flip that into, hey, a lot of the individuals who told us that really like this instead, and it's an upsell. And what you're doing is, even though the rate of upsells may be slightly less than the individuals who are taking a half price offer on what they were receiving before for full price, you will find that because it's an upsell, you're actually generating more cash. And the integrity of it and consistency with your pricing is much, much better. Two, this is number 3 now. Number 1 was, let them cancel. Number 2 was offer a downsell. Number 2 was offer an upsell. Number 3 is offer a downsell, but this is a real downsell. This is one where they are getting less for the product. And what I usually try to offer is, some sort of smaller product that's like 20% of what the product is. So here, if I was designing this $29 offer, what they were normally paying on a monthly basis, that's 100%. And then I would offer them a downsell that's probably half price, but it's only 20% of what they were receiving over here. And that way it's a real downsell. And you can show, if you want this much, then you can pay a lower price, but our full subscribers are getting that much. Having just a cheaper price for what they were getting before is absolutely lazy. You must have a real downsell if you're going to downsell. Number 4 is you want to confirm and follow up via email. That confirmation email is extremely important to let them know, yes, you are canceled. Be rest assured you will not see any future charges. Then offer them the opportunity to, one of your upsells or downsells, and have a follow-up process over the next few days that gives them information about the upsell, maybe offers them a special gift with purchase when they buy that, and then perhaps even a deadline that ticks down that gives them, for only a limited time, they're able to get this upsell and get this bonus at this price and have that expire at a time certain. Those time limits will have a great impact. And number 5, a member recovery program. Every 3 months or 6 months, run a new offer and promotion to these canceled subscribers. You'll find that these canceled subscribers are among your most active, your most responsive list for any products that you're launching, any new programs you're coming out with. When you do have a new gift or a new a great program that your subscribers love, run a promotion back out to your failed or your canceled subscribers so that they can see, hey, or you can say, hey, you want this, or we've got this. Come back and get it for free when you rejoin the subscription. And if you want, you can even do a 7-day trial or something like that to get them back in if you must. But I probably wouldn't offer canceled subscribers a trial in the future since they kind of already know what it is. So those are the 5 things. Let them cancel, have an upsell, have a downsell, have a follow-up confirmation process, and then have a recurring member recovery campaign at least every 3 months and feature some of your best content. Those are really the key ways of mitigating cancellations. This whole process of discounting, I get it. It looks good in the short term, but you know what? It's a huge failure in the long term, and I don't really want that to happen to you and your subscription business. There's a brand new program out there called the 9 Proven Models Driving Subscription Growth, and it's available at 9provenmodels.com. And you really want to get your hands on this. If you're looking to grow subscription revenue in your business, this is really pivotal because it breaks down the 9 different subscription models. Like for instance, this one's the SaaS model, and there are the 4 key growth drivers of SaaS model subscription businesses. And then when you print it, you actually have the SaaS model examples on the back. So it's kind of like a baseball card, and I actually kind of use these with clients all the time where we review the different types of subscriptions that they're considering implementing within their business, and we talk about the different growth drivers of each, and we kind of business plan each of those out based on the growth drivers. And then you have examples which really bring those growth drivers to life so you can see different ways that those subscription businesses implement. Here's the unlimited subscription model and the key growth drivers for that. And it really helps you recognize how unique each of these different types of subscriptions are and what drives them, each of them. So it helps you see, one, opportunities you may not have seen before, because instead of, most subscription businesses, when they think, oh, I'm going to create a subscription, they think of like one idea. This really helps prompt you to come up with 3, 4, 5, up to 9 new subscription ideas that you can implement in your business. And then 2, it enables you to see the 4 key growth drivers for each of those subscription models. Get your hands on that at 9provenmodels.com. Check it out. Let me know your thoughts. If this program was useful, helping you grow your subscription business, maybe helping prevent a problem that you may encounter within your cancellation process, click the like button, click subscribe to get future episodes delivered to you, and certainly click that bell. And also, if you have any comments or objections, or you have a rebuttal about your cancellation process and how maybe your version of a drop-down offer has been helpful to grow your business, drop your comments down below. I love to read them. I read every one and reply whenever I can. So check out 9provenmodels.com, and I'll see you on the next episode of Be Unleavable Subscription Growth.